which should
2
be
keystones.
interesting.
Yeah. I can't say I'm excited for Inside Mechagon on a keystone.
Nope.
That's going to be terrible.
Between that
Like,
and
Outside isn't too bad because it's fairly non-linear, or at least I hope it'll be. But Inside Mechagon, that'll be terrible.
yeah.
Last Trash with bolstering, for example, fuck, that would suck. That Last Trash pack with bolstering would be horrible.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is everyone as soon as everyone makes it inside.
Well, we might as well head up to the Emerald Dreamway.
Well,
head up to the Dreamway.
Dreamwalk.
Yeah, that
Dreamwalk
didn't work. Because you left the area where you went peered. I realized that right after I did it.
Yeah, that's alright.
I'm almost there.
Portals get in there.
Yeah, I'm already on the way back.
At last, the final preparations are in place.
Oh, about doing hard mode?
Yeah, I'm laughing. You know, when a raid leader says, "Well, hard mode is hard," like, okay.
Jara conceals schemes within schemes. She wants something.
Okay, you guys call out who goes where when it comes to standing in the circle.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
And we simply cannot resist savoring it.
+5 is good.
Without further ado, the stage is set.
Is max,
The hour is at hand.
I hope.
Legions
Top.
arise.
Said +5.
Queen's
Get out.
command.
Yeah, 5 or 6 is about when you want to get out, yeah.
We move on
'Cause
5.
Shit hits harder in Heroic.
They did nuke it a little.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah,
Good
I
to know.
think so. But you still want to keep it 5 max.
Yeah,
unless
do 5, and if you hit 6, we can survive.
Does anybody else need to summon while I'm out here?
I'm
Oh,
almost there. So
Just
don't
kidding.
bother.
Theo's already in.
Oh, well, I'm almost there. So if there is a need, I'll.
I don't think so.
Nobody?
Well,
Okay.
I thought Mirmir was coming, but I haven't seen her come into the game, so...
She was picking up her daughter last I heard.
And she's making coffee almost all day.
Ooh, yum.
Alright, so big changes with this fight are going to be in the intermission. First of all, if you haven't already grabbed those weak auras that got relinked in Discord, those will help with the intermission. But basically, we'll have 2 sets of decrees. So you can get told to, like, stand and soak or keep moving and spread out, stuff like that. Like, you'll get 2 different decrees. And that weak aura will help tell you what you need to do. And it'll yell out to the rest of the raid what people need help with.
When you got group and soak, which one do you go to first?
We usually
Don't remember.
Okay,
we would go to the skull area. So that would be like our
Right
focal
here,
point
right
for
about
any
here.
orbs, up in the front of the room, and then that way orbs towards the back can be like standalone people who got stuck in one or soak alone. And then also too, when you were getting ready to phase into the decree phase, we want to kind of come in more towards the middle, so that way orbs don't get out far out into the room. and they don't get seen like behind a pillar or something like that. They pop up if people aren't at least clustered in the centered area. We don't have to be clumped on each other, but just like don't be behind a pillar, don't be behind the console. Just kind of stay in this.
Yeah, just kind of come towards the center. That way, people don't have to move super far to help with the stand and group and soak, that kind of stuff, or group and don't move, that kind of thing. It helps with basically everything if we're all just kind of grouped up in the middle for the intermissions, the start of the intermission, that is.
Is there 4 orbs or 3?
There's 4 or 5.
Okay.
I think 4 or 5, maybe even 6.
Yeah, because the group and soak one hits this one first, and that disappears pretty quick, and then we run to a second one, and the other 2 are for the solo soaks.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah. We'll just kind of have to feel it out, to be honest.
Yeah.
What else changes? We're going to start on whatever ad is on the side pillars, and then move to the console after we kill that ad. So ad's still priority over boss. We want to kill the Myrmidon after we've killed the first ad. That way we don't end up with 2 Myrmidons, basically.
You just want to make sure the second Myrmidon is coming.
Yeah. Then what's it called? The ads that march towards the middle, the little ads, are gonna wait till they all get to the middle, then stun them, and then have what was it? A scene in Mummy. Use focusing iris on them. You can still help AoE, but
yeah, you definitely
just don't slow them. Ideally,
yeah.
We want them to all get there and then get stunned.
Jelly, don't hit them until they're in the middle. Because your things will slow. You have spells that'll...
What's that now? Repeat that. I'm trying to import the stuff, so I was half listening.
Oh, okay. So the little ads that are marching towards the middle in, what is that, phase 3? Phase 2? Whatever. We want them to get to the middle and then get stunned on top of it, so don't slow them down or anything. You can help AoE once they get stunned, but we're trying to use focusing iris to just nuke them.
Gotcha. We've used that before.
Yep.
Does Feel only has single grip, right? Its AoE grip has.
Yeah, that'd be.
Okay, that's only the blood knight. Okay.
Feel if one of them doesn't go down, just grip it back to the boss.
Okay.
We should get them all, but every once in a while, I notice we would miss some, and our EK would.
Yeah, especially if we only had like 2 people with the iris. Sometimes.
I think we'll still have Faffard do the stun on the Hulk in phase 1. No reason to change that up. The purple puddles don't disappear, right? So we gotta tank them like in fucking China, which sucks. Right?
Well,
yeah, we do like the one here.
Yep, and then the other one way back in this corner on the opposite side of the pillar.
Yeah, and they just try to keep it overlapped.
Yeah,
and don't go toward this circle here. Stay over in this area. Because what happens is if this area right here gets blocked out, and the ad comes, we have no place to stand to get the arrow.
And what was that we have to place back?
That's the tanks.
The tanks.
Oh, okay.
Now, the one thing that we do is, because of moving Ashara, we don't, we far side. So, you see your X and your, other marker, the purple one. We would actually
what's up?
When we're doing the ad on the side, we actually do it from...
You start on... Yeah, it wouldn't make a difference, would it, if we're starting on that ad, which side you're standing on?
Well, it depends on who's...
you want
for melee, it
tanks
doesn't,
on the console
the
side.
Arrow. You want the tanks on the star side, and with the Myrmidon, and then we're... Oh, is that for you positioning the...
Well, this is where I've got the markers right now are a relic of where we were tanking them in normal. So it's
Oh, okay,
I'm fine
that's where
with
you're taking them.
suggestions.
Okay.
No,
We
that
took
would be
them
where
where
people
we're
were
standing.
stacking. The marks are where the group would be, and then the opposite side is where the tanks.
It is
and the boss
easier
would be.
if you tank her on the
On the
star
opposite.
side. You
That's
have
fine.
less to take her.
Yeah, this is a
Especially
relic
if-
of when we were doing it
Yeah,
normal, where
yeah,
we were starting on the console, and
No,
we
I
had
was
to
just trying
transition.
to. Yeah,
That way the groups didn't have to cross over each other. That's why I did it this way. If we're starting on the side of the room, it doesn't make a difference which one we're doing, like which side of the console. Or
Well, you actually
groups
For
in.
Ranger, well,
no, the tank wants to be on the console side.
that way
Like
when the
where I'm
Myrmidon
standing here, if it was in yellow.
shoots the arrow,
That way,
so
when you
then
get a
we're
transition to the other one, you don't have to.
Okay, so I just need to. All right. Yep, that works.
And then also too is that way it's a little easier when it does the arcane explosion. We can just tuck right in here.
Yeah.
And it depends, like if you're range or melee heavy, that could change a little bit. But
Would
I
it
think
matter on the console though? I don't think
console
so.
you can be
It'll
probably
be-
on either side. He tends to do it on X. That's just because. But sometimes we have to adjust.
So
you know.
it would, yeah, depending on which side we start on.
Yep.
Like if we started on left, I'd want to position the group at on the X side and the boss on the other side. If we started on right, I'd want the group on the far side. That way we don't have to cross over each other. I don't know how confusing that's going to be if I set 4 marks.
Yeah.
Well,
the only thing with just so range knows is for when Beckon comes out, we can be out far enough. So if we know that you're keeping her between pillar and console, moving her that way instead of, like between here and back here, or here and this pillar versus the far side of the pillar, then we can go to the far side of the pillar and use that kind of as a buffer to slow us down a little bit.
Yeah.
Or shoot across to the other side of the room if need be, if like she's in here or something. Does that make sense? Because Beckon is like super. It can like you can kind of wipe. Because
I've wiped a raid with it.
I wiped it too.
Still out.
Yeah.
So that's
there's
what we
probably
have to
enough
do.
for everybody to have 2, guys. Don't let it.
Oh yeah, there is. Take 2, please.
Bottom line is in phase 3, all casters, if you see Beckon run away, little girl, run away. Get your DPS, get away from the boss.
Yeah, don't even worry about trying to do DPS. Just get far. And if you see somebody with Beckon coming, if you can move away from them, that would be good because that'll help slow them. That will, because if you're near them, they'll walk.
That was
pretty much the same.
I was going to say it
have to do
shouldn't matter. I'm just going to leave the marks there, and if we need to adjust something, we
Yeah.
can.
It's just being cognizant of.
Yep.
So the bottom line is tanks stay on this half, console half of the platform.
Yeah.
Unless they got to drag into the center to charge up or discharge or whatever.
When she first come down, you keep her out here, right? Until see, we keep her right
we
here.
can.
That
it would
way,
make like until the ads spawn because they take a few seconds.
well, we keep her
don't
out
they?
there until the first beckon hits. So that way we're
Okay.
far enough away. Then you bring her in, and then the ads will spawn. It's typically about the order.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
we can do that. Yeah.
And the first beckon lady is standing right about there.
So okay, and then there's 3 lasers in the end.
But that doesn't really change anything. Like it's just
No,
an
just
extra dodge, basically.
Yeah,
They
more panic.
seem
That's it.
wider though. Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's not that splat. Yay!
All right, let's give this a shot.
Oh, and when you first, one thing with people with irises, when you guys first tank them, if they're together over here, we can use our iris right off the bat to get some extra damage in on them. But that's
We only want to do that at the very beginning, don't we? Though.
Yeah,
at the very beginning.
5 seconds.
We just need to make sure they're in line of sight of each other
Within,
when
yeah,
they do
yeah,
lust or
about
whatever.
10 yards.
Right.
Yeah.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I call the cursed lovers to enter the stage. Let their gaze incur calamity. Be gone from my gaze! There is no power I cannot defile.
Also,
Run away, little girl. Run away. Beware.
Are we in the? No, it's just
no, there's
orbs.
just the early, so.
Need way more on Siren.
Whoa! Holy shit! Why are we so far ahead on?
Wow.
Do we just have a lot of rain?
Serranos. No.
Hulk.
There is no power I cannot defile. You are mine.
You need anybody to soak?
I'm in a bubble.
Break the bubble. Break the bubble.
You need anybody to soak?
Yeah. Why don't we go with Scene and Fafford Soak Console?
Trudy, what?
Soak Console.
She's in a bubble.
I'm in a bubble.
No, I didn't know that. She was still in it, right?
On my way. Whoa, whoa.
There we got it.
Now we gotta even
We
it
need
out.
some people back on. Right, we're gonna have to figure that out. Everyone on 8th now. How much does he heal the full? Wow.
Jelly's in a bubble.
Jelly bubble.
Get them down first.
Okay, yeah, get to the bubble.
Kree's coming.
Yeah, those 4 people dead. Mechanic
Well, at least if we go
died.
through it, people can kind of see, especially this phase.
Yeah.
Because this is where it can get pretty hectic.
We can't get hit by anything in this.
Get some more to group. Where?
I draw this ward with devoted
Dun-dun-dun.
given willingly from a champion's frozen heart.
I was just on the very edge. I thought I was out of the storm and it blew up. And it's done. That's it.
Whoa. Okay, Evangeline Soak Center. Little ads? Beck can already go out. I didn't
Yes,
see.
yes.
Okay. No ads yet, other than the little ads.
There they are.
It just came in.
Yeah, not all of them though.
Another heart soon to be broken.
Oh, that's bad.
Yep.
We didn't actually get the
5,
beams out, did we? Or I didn't see them.
2.
We'll probably need another.
Was it not enough then?
We may need.
5, 4.
Want someone token?
2.
No, it's a wipe.
Oh, we're gonna wipe.
Stand in puddles or stand out for that. Should kill you.
Splat! Doesn't the Demon Hunter have some kind of, or is that only tank that has
For
some
what?
kind
The
of
grip? Yeah, Sigil of Chains is tank.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing.
Yeah, I have a Demon Hunter that's like, I don't know, 90, 100,
She's
110.
so fun
I
to
don't
tank
remember.
on.
I don't know, Mommy. I saw you digging that up around.
Just a little extra iron.
Kind of threw us out of whack with the out of balance bosses somehow.
Do we have anyone else who has the focusing arrows?
Even
The
melee
what?
can switch to it if they have it.
Essence of the focusing arrows.
Oh, I think I do. Give me.
And worst case, if like they're not going down and we've popped them all, if Tane wants to pop his bounce.
A ring of peace.
Yeah, that thing. Yes, thank you.
The bouncy thing.
The bouncy thing.
I need a codex to change out of the talon.
Do you have something that's more important in that spot that you need?
The only thing I have in that spot is the totem, but I don't think we need the totem.
No.
Which
we don't need Ox statue.
That one.
Do we have a codex or?
Oh yeah, I can put a codex down again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't have the mats on me to make it. Apparently.
I messed up on my passer totem on that fight too a little bit. So.
I mean, I hit the edge of a storm and died. So it's just we have to make sure we don't get hit by any. I was soaking up a thing and I thought, oh, I'm going to stand right here and soak this up.
Oh, you mean those lightning orbs?
Yeah.
Things. Which is the melee dude? Do you bring the melee dude to the?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it doesn't make a difference where they're
No,
tanked,
no.
realistically.
No. I mean, I was hitting on that one because that one's usually our.
Do you want to split up the DPS so they know which boss to go after?
Well, it's
Yeah,
usually
just-
ranged on one. and
Ranged
melee
on-
on the other.
ranged on
I
a
think
melee
That's what happened was where
I don't know if that's an
ranged heavy.
good enough split right now. I think
Yeah.
a ranged DPS is definitely higher up. So let me split it real quick.
Oh well, then it's all your fault, Dad. That's what it was. It was just your DPS. That's what did it.
Wow.
You're not big-headed at all. Yes, you are awesome, Sauce. I agree. Why are you talking in raid, crazy? It made me look like I'm the crazy one.
Yeah, she's talking to herself.
That's kind of what I was wondering.
Yeah, he's whispering me. Oh, okay, thank you.
She's got
I
those
just wanted to
voices
make
in her head again.
know.
Oh shit! I need to look at actual Phase 1 DPS because I just realized the DPS I'm looking at is after we've done the ads, and that's a shit ton of AoE from the beam. No, it's not much different actually.
Like it.
Okay, and I picked up Barrage. So maybe I can help with the ads a little better.
Jelly, could I have mage food?
Oh yeah, I put it out, but I'll put out some more.
Oh, I was a bad healer.
There you go.
Thank you.
Let the cheese and crackers go bad?
Brown sugar biscuit.
Don't make her drool.
No, I'm hungry.
Warm with butter on them.
Now you're making me.
And a drizzle of honey.
Oh, hell no.
On biscuits?
Brown sugar biscuits, no.
Okay, so Group 1 on Serenus, Group 2 on Athanel. Up front.
Group 1 on...
Serenus, in the back.
Okay.
So when you're doing the dude in the back, if you can...
that sentence sounds so bad.
Yeah. Oh my God, alright. I get it. You can use the Sorry. When you're killing the guy in the back, if you get Beacon, you could always use the console to...
Well, doesn't it pull you towards the very center?
Go lay down.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Never mind. You're right.
Yeah. So if you like...
Yeah, you can step behind the console and then run against it so it doesn't pull you as fast.
Yeah, so if you're like right here, because even if you go across the rune, you won't get when you're in Beacon.
What is the ability that drops the puddles?
Cursed Heart. Yeah, it's called Cursed Heart. No, you got it right, Elrock.
Why is it so quiet?
I was talking with Mel. We were.
Okay. I was like, did my internet go out again?
No, we're just
I
having
was
team
watching
chat.
mine too. Just about ready to go. Are we good? Are we on break?
I pushed
or
my
what?
push to talk to see if I could still hear
Well,
the
my
clock.
internet keeps going out. It was out for like a couple hours earlier, so I was like, oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I call the cursed lovers to enter the stage. Their eyes long for her, yet their gaze endures. There is no power I cannot defy.
What's up?
Oh. You want someone talking?
Not
I'm right
quite
here.
yet.
Okay.
If you just go ahead and do that then, Charity. It's what, left or is it back?
I got the back.
Okay.
Bubble.
Orb.
Beware.
Oh wow, I got stunned in the puddles.
Ouch, he hurt. Becca's coming up in 10.
Hulk on the left. Lorelei and Mommy, will you soak that? Colada as well. Left side.
I don't
Orb.
know what.
Bubble.
Aiming.
Whatever to Ethan now.
I need you. Show yourself.
There is no power I cannot defile.
Beware.
Alright, just wipe it up.
What's a pressure surge?
That
When
was
one of the
from,
wards dropped.
yeah, we lost the left ward for a few seconds.
Okay, I was like, cause I wasn't standing anything. I just.
Unworthy.
I'm having serious line of sight issues and distance issues with healing. I can't do half my job.
Yeah.
So
I was
I need to find a better place to stand, or you guys need to be slightly closer together.
Or you know what? You may want to split one healer
That's-
to one side and one to
That's
the
what I was
other.
going to suggest. Which tank do you want to favor during that phase, and I'll favor the other one, and that way Druid can hot everybody. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Only I can't hot everybody because I can't line of sight again. So
No, pick. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought
I
you were
don't carry
the priest.
either one. No.
I'm the priest.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Face the druid.
Okay. If the priest and I will split up boss, then you can run back and forth as you need. That's how we do it on the other one.
Okay.
Wolfie as a druid.
Yeah, only because the range have to stay ranged on some of the mechanics, and sometimes that means we do get line of sight because we're hiding from the back end. just moving back.
I was running into the same problem. I was trying to find a sweet spot where I could heal
Yeah.
tank areas, and it just isn't working out.
Yeah, that's why I thought, okay, I'm going to talk about it, and then maybe somebody has a good idea as to where to
Well,
stand. But yeah, if we just split up, then yeah.
Well, and
that's
you gotta remember everything and all the pillars, the consoles, everything's a line of sight. So
Yeah,
when
just
we ran behind there to kill the boss or the Hulk or we're soaking or anything, we're
Now, Casa, in one of the phases, Fat Balls had everybody stacking on.
What's up? Sorry. What about Fab?
Fat Boss had in their video at one point everybody would just stack up on, including your ranged. You know, all of your ranged.
That's probably for the arcane explosion.
Yeah.
And maybe when you're doing the thing is you have to be, you can do it that way, but range has to be hyper aware of when the beacons come out. Because if you're in melee range and you get beacon, you will immediately get charmed and you will start targeting firstly your healers and then the rest of your group. So unless they're killed immediately. So that's the one thing. So that when you say clumps would be like when you're doing the ads in the middle, you're not so going to be clumped so much, you know, like when we do the ads on the side, like Scar Mistress or whatever their names are. But really pretty much only when we're doing the avoiding that explosion.
So I'll take the boss that's out over the orange area for the first phase.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just typing it in. Yeah, you do that, and I'll take. So I think that's Casa.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so I'll
take
take.
10.
Okay, so then I'll just bounce between the two.
Yeah, that would be
Okay.
perfect for that.
Okay.
Which I can guarantee, if you stand right here, you get both tanks and you get all the circles.
Where's right here?
Where I'm bouncing, the short guy.
Oh, it's like I have to click on you and find you.
Yeah. But I thought I found a sweet spot.
Yeah, I was trying
it
to
didn't
stand
work.
around here too, and then I was having troubles again. So, okay, we'll try it this way. This sounds good.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch here.
Who wants Innervate? Who would benefit the most? Do you use the broccoli tree, Faye? That talent?
No. I have my own Innervate.
No, I know. I was just checking because I know, like, if you're using the broccoli tree, that one talent, it's that's when I usually innervate our healer. So, Avenge?
Nah, give it to the priest.
Actually, no, I use Cultivate.
Oh, do you?
Cultivate. So that's why I don't have the Tree of Life. Is what you're talking.
Yeah, I just call it the Battle of Broccoli because I don't remember.
Yeah, I had to go look, and it's like, what are you talking about? But I kind of knew the look, but yeah, I hate the look. So
Battle of Broccoli. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I call the cursed lovers to enter the stage. Their eyes long for yet their gaze
There was a miscommunication there.
Can you pull it farther to the outside of the
Yep, I'm working on it.
I see it.
She just decided to stop and cast, like, right when...
Yeah, you try to get her attention.
no power I cannot defile.
Hawks up.
stunned in the pub.
You are mine.
Bubble.
Hulk soon.
There are less spears on you.
Yep.
Hulk going right side.
You want someone to help?
Yeah, let's go Colada and Fafford, so console. After that ad if you need to. God, that was terrible.
Damn!
I got stuck in all the fucking lightning orbs.
Bubble.
Bubble.
I'll go smoke con.
Moving over to 8th.
Beware.
Claudia's gonna go down.
Run away, little girl.
He's about to die.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hulk.
He's been over.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's a wipe at this point.
You have proven yourselves unworthy.
Mir's online. Do we want to try and pull her in?
Sure.
We'll just invite.
I have many lucky boots if you like.
Yay!
I barely get the message out and you guys invite her. What the heck?
We're on top of our game.
Apparently.
I'm going out to.
Well, it's 6:30.
Can-
All the night elves are glowing.
Somebody, or can you dreamwalk?
Yeah, just give me a
together?
sec. I'm trying to get a weak aura for that beacon so I can call it out because we're getting a lot of people stuck in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder if there's like a weak aura for Beckon.
I found one that shows when it's on you and the countdown.
That might
Because
help.
Well,
when you,
DBM yells at you too.
yeah, but if it's not like if it's like in special warning in text, I don't know if anybody ever. If
Oh,
everybody
I
has
have
that.
it. I have it on audio.
Yeah. Because you do once it goes out and you're targeted for it, you have a couple seconds to go try and run away or get farther out. But you don't want to be in ghost form, cat form. You can blink out as a mage. That's fine.
Is that when we have that red arrow down on our heads?
Yeah.
No, you won't get it.
What?
Faye won't get it. The healers won't
the
get
red
it.
arrow is the spear.
Yeah, that's
Well,
the
that
spear.
part we haven't got there yet.
Am I going?
Well, the first, the melee boss does it in phase 1, and you just want to put it at a wall.
Oh, she's like
outside the shield, rather.
So what can I blink out of?
if you have beckon on you, there's going to be two places where you're going to have to avoid. In the beginning, it's going to be in the center of the room. You see where everybody's getting bubbled there?
Right.
So if you get targeted with beckon, you want to turn, unless you know you're already out of range, you want to turn and go the opposite way so you're out of range.
Right.
She will also throw beckon throughout the fight. And what happens if you get beckon then, you will get charmed if you get close, if she pulled you in too close. And then you will start targeting the raid members. And then we have to focus on you to get you down before we can go back to focus on Ajara or whomever has beckon.
Okay.
So that's why you want to, if you see that you've had it before you actually get charmed, you have like a couple seconds, try and get as far away from the boss.
Also, the reason why I got sucked in to note for hunters, if you have cheetah up when you're running away because you're using cheetah, it'll use cheetah to run right.
Yes, it will.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's why
what
if you're
happened to me just now, I was using my speed so I could get away far enough, and it was like, oh, okay, I'll use that to run.
Yeah,
you
it's
might
the
be
same.
able to
It's just
blink
natural form to hit your fast button, and I did it the first 5 times. I got yelled at every time, but it was a natural reaction hit for me
I've
to
done
hit
it
Wolfie
too.
and run.
Yeah, I pop into cat form when I hit my dash, and if I'm not far enough out, it is used.
Yeah, I use my shimmer to get, I say I have beckon and I use my shimmer to get as far away as.
Yeah, because I don't know for you if it's up long enough. It won't. I think it would drop off before you get.
Yeah, it does. If I get far enough away, if I get far enough away, then it expires before I get up.
Right, but no, I don't even think it would because it's an instant. It's not a speed boost. It's a transfer of. You know what I'm saying?
Spit it out. Spit it out.
No,
well, I'm trying to explain it because
she's been with Wolfie way too long.
Yes. Yeah.
Do we want to go ahead and take our 5 minutes?
Versus translocation. That's.
We can. Yeah, and if you haven't already, maybe set DBM to Runaway Little Girl for beckon and change the bar color. That way, it's very obvious for you.
How do you change the bar color?
I think it's under bars at the almost at the very bottom, and it'd be phase 1. No, it's from Queen Ajara, and it's beckon, and you change it from target to important user, and it'll change it from targeted from to important user, and it'll change the bar to a yellow color, which is totally different than any of the other ones, so it sticks out really easily. Then you can set a countdown timer for it too.
Is it where it says target and?
Yeah.
Okay, so So where do I change the color on this?
It's so you change targeted to important, and it will change the bar color.
I don't even have it.
It's down at the bottom.
Where did the thing go? Yeah, when you click that little drop down arrow on targeted, it should have important and in parentheses user.
Yeah, I'm not even seeing it.
You're under bosses specifically, right?
I'm under Queen Ashera and then Queen First Phase Beckon. And all I have is generic add AoE targeted interrupt roll phase important currency user.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that one.
That one.
Oh.
It's all good.
Why haven't we used that before?
Because it was not quite as painful in normal as it is in
Taking a
heroic.
break?
No, but I mean, at any time when we've raided anywhere.
Break time.
Oh, you mean on other fights?
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Mir, you're DPSing 8th and Elf first phase. She'll be up at the front.
Shepard, there's a feast still down if you need to eat.
I got an extra flask if you need one.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I call the cursed lovers to enter the stage. Let them gaze in cursed calamity. There is no power I cannot defile.
Going to right. Alright, let's do Evange and Fafford, so right.
Beware.
Close up.
There is no power I cannot defile.
Alright, let's do, Colada, Soak, Console,
Back and
and Face.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I got beckoned. Do you want me to get my rope?
Yeah, go ahead. Hopefully I'll live. I'm getting hammered. There's like nowhere to fucking stand. I hate this first phase already.
Watch out on their health.
Oh wow.
I just
Why
switched.
did Sirenis get
I
like
switched too.
wrecked? Yeah.
Okay, it looks like we're doing good.
Should get evened out, so we should be. Go ahead and finish them both off. Alright, now let's do intermission.
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it! You want people soaking?
Not yet.
Make it move.
Same.
Last club.
2 minutes.
We don't. Yeah, we don't have a res for a minute and a half.
Beckham, it's coming up.
Alright, when you're done with Beck and Essene, will you soak center?
Yep.
Little Lorelei soak center.
Okay.
Ooh, that's real bad. Alright, we're gonna need to move.
Five, four, three, two, one. Beware.
Of course I moved there.
Three.
Shit, let's do line of sight first. And then let's do Mommy, Faye, Fafford, Charity, Soak left.
You need somebody to soak middle. Up.
It's fine, keep soaking left. Okay, it's phase 3 that has the 2 ads, so we should still be going back to the very back, no?
Mm-hmm.
Indomitable
Yeah, because
at,
we'll have the Indomitable. Yeah, the phases stay the same.
No, it's been a few weeks.
Yeah, no, I know.
Alright, go ahead and wipe it up.
Five.
You have proven yourselves unworthy.
Well, I believe that's the lowest we've got.
I put a weak or beckon if anybody wants it.
I ran to the back of the room and I still got bubbled. So, how long does she fucking stand there and beckon you?
How far back out of the room were you? You have to be like almost like 40 yards.
So the beckon was over there, and I.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not even up there yet.
Okay, I was over here. I ran all the way to here, and it's still got...
Jump. Where are you? Are you behind a pillar?
No.
She's over on the right. Over
Oh, there you are. Yeah, but you're still in beckon range. You want to stand.
And as soon
here.
as I got it, I ran here. And
You want to kind of, if you go behind the pillar will slow you down a little bit.
Shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
I
pain in
think
the
that's
butt.
gonna be. This is gonna be the biggest part of this is getting used to the beckons. Honestly, like that intermission wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible when you got through it. The biggest thing is gonna be making sure, like, the stand-in solo kind of steps back. Maybe that way, the group and soak, or not.
There's. Oh, go ahead.
I meant stand-in solo, not stand-in soak.
There's stay and solo, which you
Yeah.
have to stay. And then I forget all the other combinations.
There's like group and or
And soak.
Yeah, and then there's group and stay, and that just means people with just like group and don't soak goes to that person.
Yeah, and those are a little harder because there's less of them.
Yeah. This first phase is so fucking weird on tanks.
One thing, when you guys first pull, you guys end up really close in here by Moon and Circle.
Yeah.
See, we usually don't pull them until about here. This is where we usually keep them, and that way it keeps some of that purple shit out of the.
Yeah. We were grabbing them for the first initial AOE, and then we were moving them away.
We do it right here, and then they'll pull. See, it doesn't make a difference.
It shouldn't make that big of a difference. I feel like that's riskier for the person who has to go take the other boss further away.
Yeah.
Like, if we meet in the middle, there's less distance both of us have to travel.
Yeah.
In total. It's more like the line of sighting in the puddles that's really throwing tanks off.
Yeah, it is tough.
It feels really clunky, phase one. Like, it's like, oh, all of a sudden now I have to drop puddles in a different place because I have to stand in line of sight.
Yeah, and it sucks for melee too, because we're trying to. I'm not mailing tonight, but you try to adjust to where the tank's going, then you're like, shit, you're standing in shit. Move.
What are you standing in line of sight of?
You got to keep the bosses in line of sight of each other at certain points in the fight, or you have to line of sight the bosses from each other at certain points.
Okay.
Because they gain a
painful memories and
they gain a stacking damage buff if they're in line
right.
of sight.
Okay, that's what I thought. If the first boss is right back here where my wolfie is jumping up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where it clips to the edge, if you will, as I'm running.
Yeah.
Then
all you got to do is move the one boss at the far side.
Yeah, you over here have got to go from here to here, back to here, and that box
And
can
then
stay.
at the end, you can bring them together. Isn't that what we bring them together after
the first part?
Right before they go down. They're usually together, or at least some point, because I know they bring them together when we first pull. They're split apart, then they bring them back together, and I think we keep them that way until they die, because I think it depends on the timing of when they're doing stuff, that longing and not longing or whatever.
Yeah, it would be like you could probably bring them together on the longing, or after the first. See, I don't know because we were getting 2 cycles of it.
I wouldn't
so
bother
I think we'd
except
have
for
to
the
do it
first
on the
one,
second
right?
longing.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
what I was seeing was that by the time that the one was calling for her to get out of his sight, then we had already transitioned to having them hidden. So I don't know if we weren't holding them there together long enough.
Sorry, say that again.
When Serenus says, "Get away from me, I don't want to see you," then it was like we had already transitioned to separating them
Yeah.
for some time.
Yeah, and that's fine. We want to separate them before they drop their first puddles. Is why we're separating so early.
Okay, because I was
The
thinking
reason
if
we're
we
keeping
kept
them so far separate is because of the puddles in the first. Like the line of sight is just an added thing on top, which really fucks with shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't worry too much about food. We could probably start throwing down like just basic feasts, just to get something.
I'm about to start using bear tart.
Hopefully they're all right there, Rock.
Yep.
Okay, Dad. Good luck.
Alright, I'm gonna look over DPS one more time real quick. Mac, you're gonna be on 8th Fennel now. Hopefully that evens it out a little bit. I don't know, honestly. Yeah.
I thought I had food. What the heck?
You have your own food, and it didn't count.
I don't have any food.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Loser.
Oh, damn.
You forgot your bag lunch.
Do you want to share my crackers?
4, 3, 2,
I have some
1.
salty sea crackers.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I mean, sure.
There is no power I cannot defile.
Paul?
Back in 10.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Somebody pull Mom.
Alright,
You can't, they're charmed.
Beware.
Oh, you can't? That sucks.
Yep. You can't do anything until they're fully charmed. And then you can't.
let's go... I don't know. Faffard, Soak Right, and Rem. Fuck, I'm stunned. God.
You're dead. Yep.
Oh, this is so fucking stupid.
Alright, you want to just wipe it up since we lost the tank?
Both of them.
Mel dead too, or?
Yeah, he died after you.
And yeah. I can't tell. It doesn't look. It doesn't say he's actually dead. It's just a black bar on my screen.
Stop. The boss just
That stun
one-shot
was
me.
fucking horrible timing.
What type of damage are you taking there? I don't have it on my log.
Magic. It's from the stupid lightning orbs. I got stunned right as I walked in. Was walking, and the lightning orb changed position. Right.
What did it hit you
I
with?
got
How
stunned.
much?
First one was
Thank you for totem.
is that the second death or the first? I don't know.
Okay.
I know I got hit with Ice Shard because I was frozen for 300k of frost.
Do you need help on interrupts or?
It didn't seem like we were. I mean, I don't know how many we were
Okay.
missing.
I
It
wasn't
didn't
paying attention, so.
Interrupts. Apparently, we only got 3 of 10, so maybe.
Maybe add a melee to help you.
Yeah, we should have 2 or 3 melee on that side. 2 melee on that side.
Okay. Because there's no, I can't. I was going full out, and there I could keep up with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got nailed there.
See, what I got hit with wasn't interruptible anyway, so.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It was the when I get hit with 3. Yeah, when I get hit with 3 stacks, the 4th one freezes me, and then she hits me with a glacial spike. So I'm just gonna get chunked, but usually I have some sort of mitigation up for it.
Wait. Does the other boss do magic damage? Maybe you guys should switch.
I was gonna ask. Yeah, would it be worth switching?
The Cyranus does a lot of physical, and I think Athanel does a lot of magic, so it would possibly work if...
I think that would be beneficial for you, because you take more magic than he does.
Yeah, and I have more magic dampening than he does.
Exactly. Go ahead and I think you guys
Yeah,
should switch.
it's fine. It doesn't really change the fight. You're just gonna need to make sure you're interrupting the chain lightning just to keep raid wide down. Yeah. But there's not a lot of raid wide damage that goes out in that first phase. It's more for. Yeah. The big thing is when you hit 3 stacks on her, she's gonna stun you on the 4th hit. So you just try and be ready to position yourself where you're not gonna get fucking hit by lightning orbs right afterwards. It's real hard because the lightning orbs seem to bounce at people. Short pull. Let's give it another shot.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I call the cursed lovers to enter the stage.
She's still behind on DPS.
Yeah, we're not even anymore, or not as even as we should be. I don't know. Need to get that Hulk down first, though. Alright, and then I'm thinking Colada will use Soak Console, and... Ooh, that spear was bad.
Oh, did I put that in the wrong place? I'm sorry.
It's all good.
That
It just needs... Phase 1, it needs to go away from
the
middle.
Hulk.
Back in the 10.
No power I cannot defile.
Nothing against you, Casa, but I'm having a whole lot better time healing this other tank.
That damage. It's that max.
It probably
That's
is,
one
yeah.
weakness.
I'm switching over.
What's your speed?
Ooh.
They're even.
Show yourself. I need a target.
Back on 5.
Ooh, okay, she died. That's why I'm getting hammered, is I need to move into line of sight. It's not ideal.
I can't reach.
Can't reach who?
Mommy's gonna get.
You can just get one decree?
Apparently. Yes.
Okay.
Who's there? Wait.
Hear me.
So we still want to be going back towards console with this first phase, right? Like,
Yeah,
maybe not right away, but...
Yeah, work her back.
They're gonna do it after the beckon.
Beckon into it.
Kneel before your queen.
I'll suck middle.
Alright. Is beckon over yet?
No.
No.
Little lads.
Okay, little ads, yep. And then let's do Lorelei and Caldish. So center.
Okay, don't knock back those dads, whoever was doing that, please.
That was my bad.
Yeah, it's just a little rough when I'm trying to stun them.
Oh, that's real bad. We got a full.
Yep.
5, 4,
Want me to go center?
2.
Yeah, let's do Mommy, Faye, and Colada as well. So center.
3.
Oh, never mind. Switched. So where is it now? Right side? Line of sight?
Domino coming up in 10. Beckon coming up in 10.
Yeah, that adds real bad.
Dominoes up.
Indomitable at
Kneel before your queen. Another heart soon to be broken. Cannot abide weakness.
let's go Fafford and Fafford Charity and Colada Soak Console.
Colada's down.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He
was Angel.
I can't get him already. I'm squashed. When you guys get that arcane burst, you don't have to immediately run out. Just when you have about a few seconds left, go out.
Do we dispel it?
No, don't.
If it's like on yourself, you can, but just to get back, but just don't dispel it unless it's LOS. Well, we're in the intermission, so.
I got Colada up. We have another.
You have an orb up front, so.
Yep.
Go
Ooh, other people. I had solo, I couldn't do it.
No, other people ran in with you.
Oh, we're down a ward. Let's just wipe. That's not bad.
I better start.
We gotta get that. Yeah.
Does it help having Beckon called out for range?
Unworthy.
Yeah, it lets us know that's coming.
Okay. I didn't want to
There's
yell
so
out
much
stuff and be.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very
There's
busy.
so much going on.
And it's definitely happening faster in
Yeah.
Heroic, so the timings aren't the same to the dance we've been doing this in normal. But I think it's not doing horrible, so we just need to clean some stuff up realistically. Like, it looked good up until the ads, basically, the little ads. So I think if we make sure those are getting stunned and not knocked back.
That was Fafford's fault.
Thanks for food.
Thank you for Cauldron tonight. And yes, thank you for food.
Oh, you're welcome. Did better on the initial Beckons, though. Less people got bubbled.
Yeah.
How dare you get baby aggro?
Well, for me, I've done the fight once on normal.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing
You should
fine
have
on
this
it.
down.
I mean, you should at least have 25 of the 35 different things that are happening all at once, right?
Right.
So,
Crossing my eyes.
those arcane bursts, when you have them on you, you can, like I said, you can be in the group. Just be cognizant of when it's counting down and where you're running to drop it off, because it will do raid-wide damage if you're dropping it off behind near a group.
In line of sight of other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you drop it in line of sight of people, it'll do damage to everyone in the group, basically.
And if you
so ideally, we're getting those behind a pillar.
And if you dispel yourself, you have to make sure that there's nobody around you either.
Yeah.
I did. It killed me.
By the way,
It's easier just to let it, I think, drop off. I think that's...
Yeah, that is. But you also are welcome to ask for a
heal
dispel. A dispel. You know, if you know where you're at and it's a lot of time, we can always try. No promises.
It probably killed you, Colada, because we had the blue ward completely filled up, so it was doing like 200%. Everything was doing 200% more damage or something like that.
And someone
Maybe 100%,
else with
but it still does a ton of damage.
Well, somebody else had it as well, too, around the corner by him.
Oh, okay. So he just took 2 of them in a row, maybe?
I think maybe.
Oh,
All-
Charity,
all
take
three.
care.
Oh, no.
Charity has to leave.
Oh.
On the decrees, by the way, just a word of caution. Some of us are going to get solo and soak. So don't run up to help that person that's in that orb. Because what you end up doing is killing the guy. Or the gal.
Yeah, so if you're solo and like the group soak should stay around up towards the front, if possible. And that way the room, the ones in the back can be kind of designated for those who have solo. Unless you have one of those random stray ones.
Yeah, for some reason my HPS has gone way down when I get to heal the panda instead of the warrior. I don't understand.
Bunko P.
Would like Ironbark during that time help you, or you're okay now with?
Sorry?
Would like an external help you, or you're okay? You've managed.
I think with me over here it's helping, but it's so hard to predict when I'm gonna get
chunked.
Well, it only happens at very specific points. It's like when I get the fourth stat, or when I'm about to be stunned and lightning orbs are out, like then it can happen. Because if I get stunned, all the lightning orbs seem to like to chase straight at me, and I can't move out of them.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, or like right after I drop a puddle and I'm standing in 15 other puddles and I get stunned. It's like, okay, that's helpful.
Those
but I think
puddles are
this helps a
so
little
annoying.
more. They are. Especially since they don't go away. It makes this fight 10 times harder on the tanks. Like, the first 2 phases in normal, or actually like the first... No, I'd say this entire fight as a tank is kind of boring. Because, like, the only time we swap is when Ajara's out in Phase 2 and 3. Because she's just stopped doing stuff to the tanks in Phase 4. Unless you're on Mythic.
Yeah.
And then Phase 1, like, Phase 1 was fun in normal. This is really clunky. Having to deal with the permanent puddles and still having the line of sight. Having to go to friggin' China with the puddles is stupid. We want to drop Charity real quick. And then I guess... Oh. Did you pass? Who's lead?
Probably
Oh, Asim's lead.
I'm trying to figure out where to... Oh, actually, I can give it back to the tank since we're already in. I'm going to give it to you.
Okay. I think, Mir, I'm going to swap you to Cyranus. Hopefully that'll help a little bit in terms of evening out the damage. I don't know, though.
Okay.
How many more weeks do we have to get AOTC? It's not long until next patch. Okay. So
When?
still a few
It's about
more
a
weeks.
month.
Third week in this January.
That's when the patch comes out, right? And then the
Oh, shit,
raid's
thank you,
probably
honey.
going to be a couple weeks after.
So we've got time to get
Because they
this
don't
nailed down.
usually. Yeah. It's just going to be, can we get a lockout every week?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
You can just hold on to this?
Oh yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Okay. I swear.
Yeah, I can just switch between them.
God, we so love you.
I know.
Oh, don't butter her up anymore.
4, 3.
She does a lot for us, actually.
1, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I call the cursed lovers to enter the stage.
Definitely tell when that magic hits you.
I cannot defile.
Fuck. Back in.
Hulk.
You are mine.
Oh, that was close. That spear, like, grazed by that.
I'm down.
Why?
Chain stun and then hit.
It was between a blink of an eye, too.
I wonder if it was because they weren't in line of sight of each other.
Good big.
Thinks they're not in line of sight. Well, what the fuck? I was getting wrecked by that one, because apparently they weren't in line of sight, even though they were.
You are mine.
If it didn't make such a big fucking mess, I'd say let's just still do it on the pillar, like, close to, but that's gonna cause more problems
I
later.
could come up, sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
He was wrong.
Now, what was the difference between this time and last time?
I think what happened there was we didn't quite have them in line of sight of each other when Longing came out, so they started wrecking the tanks. And then for whatever reason, let me go through the portal. When we got Mel back up, they didn't think they were in line of sight of each other anymore, even though there was a clear line of sight. But it must have been like clipping the hitbox of like the console or something. I don't know.
Oh, thanks, Faye.
I actually don't know why you died on the first. That doesn't make sense to me.
Oh no,
Cold Blast for 100. No. What's Cold Blast normally hit for? It's not 128k, is it? No, 75. Yeah, they were definitely buffed with Torment or whatever it's called.
Blink of an eye, because I hit him with well, brought him to his full health, and then bam.
Increases their haste and their damage down by 150%.
Yep.
So, in other words, one-shot tanks.
Yeah. Oh, they don't heal either. They just start wrecking tanks when one dies.
And DPS, and then the rest of the party.
Yeah. Yeah, and then same kind of thing for me, as I was just getting hit like ridiculously hard because it thought he had Torment. I could see the debuff on mine, but I don't know why it thought he had Torment, considering there was line of sight. Because it was. When was that? It was towards the end of the... Oh. Well, maybe that's why. They switched back to painful memories, so we should have been line of sighting.
Yep.
Okay. So that was just tanks being dumb and not realizing what stage we were on after Mel died the first time.
Sorry we killed you all. It was all our fault.
Always Fafford's fault.
When did Fafford become a tank?
I'm everything.
He's
After all the other DPS died.
I mean, he usually tanks the floor boss, so we're fine.
True.
Ooh, ow.
Hey, the floor boss is mine.
Fafford owns that one.
4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I call the cursed lovers to enter the stage. Their eyes long for one another, yet their gaze endures There is no power I cannot defile. You are mine.
Beware.
Allow me to liven the field.
Good lord.
How were they not in... Oh, is that what happened? Okay. I was like, how are they not in line of sight? What? Now
They were
we
in line of sight.
There is no power I cannot defile.
Yeah, like I said, it's real hard to predict for that. Like, unless it happens at the same point in every fight and I just never noticed, it seems to be really inconsistent. Although we just lost a ward because we weren't paying attention.
No, you didn't transmit. You need to figure out what that
I
is.
think we're just kind of regressing at this point. Let's call it a night.
Yeah, I agree.
We made some good progress.
Yep, we did, guys. We did really good. Think about it.
Solve some problems at least.
Yeah, we really
I'll put
did.
a portal.
Thank you, everyone.
Betcha.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Once you get it down the groove, though, it gets less crazy. It's still crazy, but it gets... Because that's what we had to do. We had to go through and do each phase and a few times. Then we get to the next phase, then we try and master that, and then the next phase. And then the last phase is still just a... We're better
Kinda
on it, but
face
it's
roll.
still a...
It's,
Yeah,
still
'cause
learning.
you
It's
have-
kind of a face roll, but at the same time, it's a clusterfuck because of the stupid puddles.
And the lasers. Oh, if you're not paying close attention. Yeah, because you have to pay attention to the lasers, the puddles, which aren't too bad because you're usually not up that way, but
And
the
from the-
wards.
Are you doing the
And
air
another
quotes
portal.
when you're saying lasers? Lasers.